What are you doing here?
Broadcasting.
Now, more Talking Cheeseheads
We got a big broadcast to do here.
on CheeseheadTalk.com.
Back on the Talking Cheeseheads, Ben Larson with you, CheeseheadTalk.com. You can find us on Twitter. We're at CheeseheadTalks. We send out the tweets as much as we can. And also our podcasts are at iTunes. Go check them out. Full show podcast, iTunes.com, and load up the Talking Cheeseheads, and you'll see it there in all its glory to appreciate and enjoy every single day. We do it every Tuesday. It's time for Cheesehead Rules. Cheesehead Rules, where we talk about the new rules that need to come into place in the world of sports and beyond. All right, first one, new rule. If a city uses taxpayer money to build a new stadium, the team that occupies that stadium must not suck within the first 5 years of being in the stadium. I'm talking to you, Florida Marlins, and you, 2002 Milwaukee Brewers. There's a relatable factor here. I was thinking about this last night as I watched the Marlins' absolutely atrocious brand of baseball that the Brewers destroyed in Game 1 of the series. They have aquariums behind home plate. Aquariums. There's fishies swimming behind home plate. I'm sure that was kind of expensive. They have the big retractable roof and the white monstrosity of a ballpark that is in downtown Miami. I saw it in person when I was down there as it was being built. It's huge. And the team's terrible. They're 18-45. 18-45. Well on their way to that 106 milestone loss, barrier set by the Brewers. Probably the low point in Milwaukee baseball history, save the Braves moving. It took that team to be that bad to just fall short of the Braves leaving town in the 60s as just a horrid time. Remember, the state legislature got all up in arms. We spent all this money. How could you be this bad? And it led to a lot of changes, really, for the Brewers, including ownership. So maybe some good can come out of it for Miami. But they're bad. And you can't be that bad. Not when they give you a new ballpark like that. It's not good. All right, new rule. All Superman movies must use the movie theme from the original Superman going forward. I'm bringing this up because I'm a little disturbed. And first of all, let's just tell you what I'm talking about here. You know Superman, the theme? You know, this one right here. I mean, Star Wars, Star Trek, maybe Indiana Jones. You're going to argue with me if you're big fans, but this is the greatest movie theme of all time. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And yet, with this new Superman movie, not only do they have like weird new costumes and a Brit playing Superman. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to go to the midnight showing on Thursday if I can. I don't know if you know this about me, you probably don't. I'm a bit of a Superman geek. No, I don't. Here's the deal. I probably don't qualify as the crazy Superman geeks because I've never really read the comic series, but the movies, totally into. Just listen to this music. Doesn't get any better. And yet I don't think they're going to use that at all in this new Superman movie. I'm excited about the Superman movie. I will admit I spent maybe a little bit too much time last night getting ready for the movie online, watching all the previews. It looks good. I'll have a full review later once I see it. But they're not going to use the music. Oh, the music's like one of the best parts of it. New rule. You got to use it. That's got to be a new rule. They're disobeying the new rule. All right, new rule. Everyone involved in the Brett Favre Retire Your Number-a-thon now must just shut up and let it happen. Okay? Everybody's spoken. This is kind of like a marriage, isn't it? Retiring your number. I mean, retiring your number is forever, right? And so now they've all come out and they've said their piece, and Favre's spoken a couple times on radio shows, and Aaron Rodgers, and there's been reconciliation, and there's conciliatory tones and all this. This cannot continue for 2 years before you finally decide to do it. Just set a date. Just say, look, we're not quite there yet because more steps have to be taken. What those other steps are, I have no idea. I mean, for real, you know what's going to happen. Let's just set a year. A year. I'll give you a year. Say 2015. We're going to do this in 2015. And then shut up about it. Pick your game when the schedule comes out that year. I mean, honestly, let's just agree to that. Can we can't take any more, well, what did Aaron Rodgers say? What did Brett Favre say? Oh, what's Mark Murphy saying? No, you know what's going to happen. It's inevitable. Just do it. I mean, how would it be if, this was like a marriage proposal? Well, honey, both sides have said their piece, and we're not quite there yet. We've got some fence mending to do. What does that mean, fence mending to do? Do you need to have a bunch of series of dates or dinners? I mean, how would it go if you told that to your girlfriend? It just, don't rush things. I'm sure it's been said, and usually doesn't go well, does it? All right. New rule. No more reality or talent shows on TV, please. No more new ones, at least. Can you just give me that? I will admit to you, I've never really watched. And is my right hand right? Is my left hand on the Bible? Or my right hand on the Bible? Raise my left hand in the air, whatever. There's no Bible here. I've never watched really more than a minute of American Idol, The Voice, America's Got Talent. Why do I know all these shows exist? Because I'm constantly bombarded by them. And I'm sick of it. There's a new one coming out. I don't even know what it is. I saw a preview last night. Just stop it. Are we not saturated with people who just come off the street and sing or do some two-step or something that gives them talent? Enough. I know this is futile, okay, because people watch this stuff. I do not watch it. I don't want to watch it. I have no desire to watch it. I like people who actually do things and earn their way to the top. What a concept. Finally, new rule. Once you've won 15 majors, you don't get to flop around on the clay like a 6-year-old who's just been told you're going to Disney World for the first time. Yes, I'm talking to you, Serena Williams. All right. It's no great surprise that you won the French Open this weekend. Okay, you didn't need to have seizures on the floor afterwards. All right? It's not really that. I mean, it's a big deal. I'm not, whatever. It wasn't the first major you've won. You've done it 16 times now. No one is surprised you won. Not you. Believe me, not you. Not your sister. Not your mother. No fans. Not me. Not Maria Sharapova, who you destroyed in 2 sets. Stop it. Act like you've been there before. I'm just saying. This is me just saying. All right, that's new rules for this Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the show. You can always find our full show on the podcast on iTunes. Go to iTunes and type in the Talking Cheeseheads. I'm Ben Larson. My thanks to Justin Hull as well. And we'll talk to you tomorrow on the Talking Cheeseheads on cheeseheadtalk.com.
The Talking Cheeseheads on cheeseheadtalk.com.